Hi you guys, I'm back with another video, but in today's video I'm going to be giving like a little backstory and also give us some advice and tips on how to date a Christian, and I'm going to be reading some Bible verses as well. And the very first Bible verse I want to read means a lot to me. It means the world to me. And I always do my absolute best to go by this Bible verse. And it's my absolute favorite. It's 1 Corinthians 13, verse 4 through 5. Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Yes, my favorite toppity top Bible verse. And a little backstory of what inspired me to make this video is for the past 2 to 3 days I have been looking up some Christian videos on loneliness, abandonment, and struggles of dating life in this generation. And it's given me a lot of hope, and it's also have given me what I have been doing wrong. I have been doing a lot of things wrong, and I apologize to the Lord for it. I asked him to please give just I was just so disappointed in myself that I'm like, you know what? Enough is enough. Because I feel like, in my opinion, I have been a lukewarm Christian. Just because I post about Jesus and put him on my stories and all that, and made videos about him, doesn't always mean that, oh, they voted this, that, and the third. Like, not everyone is perfect, and those videos are like 2, 3 years old now, and I'm 22 now. So imagine how much more I have experienced just through that time period. And and I would just love to say publicly that to the men that I've dated, I forgive all of y'all. And even though we was young and some things didn't work out, whether it was my fault or yours, it doesn't matter. I am willing to take accountability and also forgive as well, and give grace and mercy. I'm not mad at y'all. I'm not going to seek revenge, not none of that. Not none. So, yeah, just wanted to put that out there. There's no shade, no nothing, because, excuse me, regardless, God is going to spin the block for all of us. And I have been witnessing and experiencing some let's say reaping what I sow. So yeah, I also experience it too. Just because I'm a Christian doesn't mean I don't experience reaping what I sow. Everybody does not matter who you are. Everybody experiences that. And a lot of people say, oh, karma gonna get you, it's gonna come back around. But all in actuality is reaping what you sow. That's all that it is. And karma has a lot of meanings. But reaping what you sow is extremely direct, extremely doesn't have no hidden message to it, no nothing. It means what it means. Reaping what you sow. Paying the actions of your consequences. Now that's why I like to say instead of karma is gonna get them. I stopped saying that a little while ago. But and even though I'm not on dating apps, there's still gonna be some men that's gonna reach out to me through Facebook or Snapchat. They don't even reach out to me on Instagram anymore, which, to be honest, good. But I don't like being reached out from Snapchat either. But I have to admit, um, remember I said about like videos about loneliness and stuff? Yeah, I've been experienced that a lot. And I've searched for some people to add on my social medias. I know that's bad. You shouldn't add just random strangers, especially if you don't know them or they're not mutual friends to what you're usually talking to and all that. But I was lonely and I wanted someone to talk to when I should have went to Jesus in the first place, or someone in my family. But and I get that not every single little thing can be discussed with people you're closest with. So yeah. Other than that, now I'm going to get into some tips and advices. I didn't write them down because I have quite the amount, and I feel like this is going to help someone out there that's like, hey, how do I approach this person, this, that, and the third. And I feel like this could be in general, not just with Christians, but me being a child of God. It's honestly really hard to find someone else that is a child of God as well. And it's honestly becoming quite a nuisance and like annoying. But we are on God's timing, and I have been praying for my patience to not, get worn out so quickly. And yeah, so the first advice and tip I have is make sure that you have yourself together and that you have self-love, and also you spend a huge amount of time with Jesus. That is my very first advice and tip. And the reason I said that is because Jesus is not going to steer us wrong. He's not. For some of us, he wants us single for a reason. And I'm going to list the creators that I have been watching for the past 2 to 3 days on some of the things that I'm saying, because it also came from them as well, because that was part of my research and praying and seeking out answers, basically. And I seek answers through Jesus. So I'll always try to go for the most godliest answer that I can get close to. So you really have to spend time with Jesus first and not be worried about, oh, who's going to talk to you, or should I just go out looking for them? No, because they're going to come to you and you're going to know whether it's from God or not. And the tip is to have discernment and also be able to say no. I'm also learning this myself as well because I'm experiencing it too. So we're not alone in this. Just want to let you know you are not alone. You're not. So, yeah. My second tip is do not mention about anything appropriate that is in your mind or you just want to mention because you just want to. I've noticed with most men they're desperate or they're struggling with lust. And it's a sad thing to witness and experience. Um, um, I'm not gonna speak too much about it because I've already talked about it in my stop with the corn addiction. Because the second advice and tip is also coming from that video. Stop with your addiction with that, and also find topics to talk about that's not inappropriate, because all conversations don't have to be sexual in any kind of way. If you cannot have a conversation like that, then you still need some time on your own and to also pray and recover what you're going through, because not every body wants to talk about that or feel comfortable talking about that. And my tip for that, like I said, seek some help if you cannot have a conversation without saying something sexual or, inappropriate. My third advice. My third advice is to just to stop being a dry compensator. And what I mean by that is just like I said in the last advice, just find like some common things y'all have, or certain hobbies, and planning like little meetups or dates to make it more interesting, and basically just being creative. My third advice is being creative and finding ways to get closer to that person and to snag their interest. And my tip for that is like a little picnic Bible study, or going to church, or just going to a park, walking around, wherever y'all feel like doing that's not, like I said, inappropriate. It should be all good. My fourth advice is asking for consent. It's not just in the bedroom, it's also with everything else. There is nothing wrong of asking for consent. Asking for consent is like the most attractive thing that you can think of. And in my personal opinion, if you don't ask for consent and you're just blabbering on about anything and everything without asking that person are they comfortable with it, you are very inconsiderate, and it shows that person that you just do not care. Now, with me, my bluntness can be a little strong for some people, and I'm working on that. But like I said before in my previous videos, if you cannot handle my bluntness from time to time, we're not right for each other. And you saying, "Oh, can you at least tell a little lie?" You want me to lie to you? Like, no, sir. No, sir, I'm not gonna lie to you in any kind of way. If you're looking for sweet little lies to feed off from, you can find someone else. And that comes to my fifth advice. Don't be a liar and a manipulator. I've also been going through that so much. Like, a man would say, "Oh, this, that." Like, most men know what to say to get what they want. And some of them will even make you feel bad about not giving them what they want. And it's such a horrible feeling. It is terrible. It's like, why would you do that? That is like, that's being a liar and being manipulative is like the most disgusting thing you can do to literally anyone, even with an animal. That's just, it's rude and it's not pretty at all. But my tip for that is to just leave those kind of people alone and don't have not another interaction with them. Forgive them, but distance yourself away from them. And jeez, um, mm. Uh, my last advice is to just have God in every single thing you do. Honestly, to me, I think it's very self explanatory. I mentioned God on the very first advice. I'm going to mention him in the very last because all of us, need God in our life. We need Jesus in our life. And being able to rely on him is such a huge blessing, and he will not steer you wrong. No, no, no. He will never steer you wrong in any kind of way. Excuse me. Put God in everything. Make him a star in your life. Please, just make him the main character in your life. And I promise you, I promise you, he will not do you wrong. He will do everything in his power to love us, to protect us. And The very last Bible verse that is one of my favorites as well, but the very first one in the whole entire world is 1 Corinthians 13, verse 4 through 5. And the second one is Luke 6, verse 28. Bless those who curse you, and pray for those who mistreat you. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Even though it might be hard for some people, we're all still working on it. But and I think that verse is pretty self-explanatory too. But 1 Corinthians 13, verse 4 through 5. That verse means to me just treat that person with all kinds of love and respect, even if they're your enemy, an ex, or whatever. Well, whoever they are to you that's bad, please just forgive them and just distance yourself from them. Still forgive them. Don't hold on to no grudges, not nothing like that. Don't seek out revenge. Don't do hexes, spells, not none of that. Because that is not worth it. And it will come back and bite you in the butt, which means reaping what you sow. What have we learned from this video today? I'm still gonna come up with some more video ideas, and yeah, I don't really know what else to say. I said that I said that what I've already have to say in this video. So please like, share, subscribe. I'm also going to list some songs as well in the description box that I have been listening to, and it's so good. I'm not worthy, but he still loves me. Oh, wow. I'll see y'all in the next video. Have a good and blessed day.